if this has been announced, who's on the mound for you tomorrow?
Has not been announced. We don't know. We just
Okay.
want to see how this game plays out today, and we'll sort it out after we know a little bit more about what we might have to do to advance. So we've got Bertrand ready, and really, to be honest, I would think everybody is in play that we would need tomorrow. It's just how we choose to line this up, looking at what we would have to do to advance into Saturday's games.
You have throughout the year have talked more about the field that you're playing on and the stadium that you're in than I think anybody that I've spoken to. What do you know about this setup, this field, and how it plays?
We went out yesterday and walked around. It's a very tight grass surface. The clay is manicured. It's hard. It's fast, firm. The ball is absolutely flying out of this place. I think in AAA stadiums, this is one of the highest run producing stadiums in AAA baseball. The first game is, what are they now, 14-9?
Oh my God.
10 home runs. So it's not going to be like Frank X Stadium. It's going to be quicker. It plays smaller, and there's no wind to speak of. We've been outside all day. There's no real wind. It's just, I think sometimes the warmth speeds things up and allows that ball to carry a little bit better. And it's not a big park. Like, this would fit inside of ours.
I think there's a lot of intrigue this week because nobody's seen this format play out before. I'm curious if you could share how you will approach tomorrow's game based on the two different results that could happen today.
Pete, it's tricky because, you look further into this and, we're playing in a regional, and you want to line your pitching up a little bit for what could happen in a regional. And those games are Friday. We threw Bertrand on Thursday to give us the opportunity to bring him back on Wednesday in the ACC tournament. We also chose to have Thursday off in case we didn't want to throw Bertrand. Then we could maybe go with Mercer or Terrell and Cole. And you've seen it before. Like, we kind of piece that together. Then you have a day off. Then you could throw Bertrand, and that probably bounces some of the relief short stint guys back for Saturday. So I don't know, other than the fact that when you have won the league, you're in the driver's seat and you get to make these decisions. And our guys have earned the right to have the flexibility that we possess right now. So I haven't been through a format like this, and I think our pitching does line up because of how we managed Virginia Tech to really do what we want. And I want to see how this plays out before I try to decide. And we told our guys in our meeting an hour ago, let us navigate who's going out there. That's the benefit of being in the situation we're in. We can decide which one of these games is the most critical and then pick the matchup that we feel is best for that game.
So if you end up in a situation where tomorrow's game is not the one that's most critical, then what do you tell your guys? You set the lineup and just say, hey, go out and do your thing, but don't worry?
Well, we've talked all year about the importance of every single game. And as long as you're in this, there's something that you're playing for every time you go out there, every time. And we're now talking about seeding and regional hosting and super regional hosting. So every time you can win a game this time of year, it changes your resume. So every one of them is important. And our guys understand that now. Last year, early in the season, I delivered a message like that, and I don't think they quite grasped how important the Saturday game at UAB was when you look at opening your season, and it was the first time I've coached here. I think we get it now, and so when I deliver that message tomorrow to them of the importance of the game, the magnitude of what you're playing to achieve, it just continues to mount with your team's success, and that's what you see. It's important, but one of them obviously could propel you into the end of this tournament, but they all add up to paint a resume that's either really, really good or just okay, good.
Sure.
Either way, they're good, but you're trying to get yourself up in that elite top end conversation.
So when we talked to you, you guys still didn't have much clarity on whether or not hosting regionals was viable. Do you know any more about that yet?
Well, I know we went to Virginia Tech and beat a good team 3 times. And when you're the outright champion in the ACC and you did it in a fashion that is very difficult to run away from the pack a little bit in this amount of games, like there's more games. So I think, the quality of the team that happens to win it is more evident the more games you play. Our guys have done everything you could ask a team to do to host a regional. I don't know what boxes the NCAA has on their menu to make that final decision, but to this point, our guys have done everything within their power to be a team that deserves to have a regional on their campus. And period, end of story. Now, checking those boxes on the other side, the people that have to make those locations final and relevant for the area that they want to host it in, I can't answer that, but I'm so proud of the consistency and the separation our guys showed in what is a very tough league with an extraordinary high amount of games compared to what you usually see.